To make the gravy, we'll boil up the neck and the turkey tail with some water, and I usually put in some celery tops.
So these are the tops of the celery that you cut?
And so this gives it a little flavor.
And we're just adding some water.
That's enough. So we'll boil that up with the lid on for about an hour or so. So we just throw the giblets away. Some people like the giblets. Your Grandma Soga likes the giblets, but we don't like them.
Meanwhile, our broth is still simmering. I had opened up to show it to you. I'm actually simmering it covered. That's on.
Okay, so here's the chicken broth, and I'm just pulling out the solids because this is for gravy. So we want it to be smooth. Some people eat the turkey neck. Your grandmother does. But we just throw it away. Turkey is now done. So I have here a cutting board in a pan, and I'm transferring the turkey from its roasting pan here. So sometimes the turkey will stick, and you have to pry the parts until it's free. Now. Okay, good. So I'll let the turkey rest for a little while, and I'll use the juices that are in the pan to make the gravy. The surface here will be fat, and some fat in the gravy is fine, but we're using our fat separator so we can control the amount of fat that goes in the gravy.
Now you can do this by just taking a spoon and you skim the fat off the top.
And there's some good browned turkey juices in here, so I'll get a spoon and scrape those out and add them to the gravy. Some nice brownings. And there aren't that many though here. So sometimes you can get a lot out of the turkey pan, and sometimes you can't. In this case, most of it remains soluble.
This is the broth that we made from the neck and the tail.
Now I'm adding
wait.
the juices from the roasting pan.
Is your mom there? Yes.
Hello.
Hello. Hi.
So the juices from the roasting pan are typically dark.
Hello.
And that's a rich flavor. And now I'm just guessing this is the fat, so I'm leaving some of the fat behind. But I have some fat in here. Okay, so now I'm going to add some flour to the juices here, to the broth, and I have to guess how much to add. So for this volume, it's either a quarter cup or a third cup. So this is a third cup, so I won't quite fill it. There. Okay. And this whisk is an excellent tool. Because there's a flat bottom and I can whisk in the flour very effectively. So I'm trying to disperse all the flour so I don't get lumps. And then I'll turn on the fire and cook it. And as it cooks, I have to stir until it thickens. So I'm adding a ½ teaspoon salt. And I tasted it and it was salty, but I could use a little more. It's good if your gravy is pretty robust in the salt. Alright, so now I'll start the fire. And I'll cook it on a medium heat till it boils. And then once it boils, probably just a minute, we'll thicken it up. So here the gravy is thickening. So you can see the bubbles on the edge, so it's at boiling temperature. And you can see the viscosity increases. Yep, so it looks about done. It's boiled for about a minute. And so we'll turn it off.